Sister wives. Robyn's eldest daughters claimed family members directly told them they weren't accepted by the family. Robyn Brown's daughters, Aurora and Brianna, have recently opened up about their painful experiences within the Brown family. Their revelations have sparked new discussions among Sister Wives fans, who are once again questioning how the family dynamics truly operated behind the cameras. According to the two young women, they were made to feel like outsiders, not just by circumstance, but through direct words from family members who allegedly told them they weren't fully accepted into the plural marriage household. This isn't the first time fans have speculated that Robyn and her children were treated differently after Robyn married Kody Brown in 2010. But hearing it directly from her daughters brings an emotional weight to the subject that can't be ignored. Their claims suggest that the rift between Robyn's kids and Kody's older children wasn't simply about clashing personalities, it may have been about deep-rooted feelings of rejection. When Robyn entered the Brown family, she was a divorced mother of three: Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna. Over the years, her children were adopted by Kody, and the show often portrayed the merging of households as a challenge. Yet, on camera, Kody frequently insisted that he loved all of his children equally, no matter which wife they came from. However, the recent comments from Aurora and Brianna suggest that behind the scenes, they felt like their presence was not truly welcomed by certain members of the family. Aurora revealed that some of Kody's older children directly told her she wasn't really part of the family. This wasn't a subtle cold shoulder or a quiet distance, she says these words were actually spoken to her face. Brianna shared similar feelings, explaining that she struggled to feel embraced in family gatherings and often felt like she was simply Robyn's kid rather than a Brown child in the same way the others were. This revelation paints a very different picture than the one often shown on TLC. For years, the series highlighted the challenges of plural marriage but always circled back to the theme of family unity. Viewers were told that the Brown children were close and that Robyn's kids were eventually folded into the larger group with love. Now, with these daughters speaking out, it calls into question just how much of that portrayal was genuine and how much was carefully crafted for television. Many fans recall that even early on, there was a noticeable difference in how Robyn's children interacted with the rest of the siblings. While Kody's older kids, particularly those from Christine, Janelle, and Mary, often appeared comfortable joking, bonding, and living with each other, Robyn's children tended to be more reserved. Some fans chalked this up to personality differences. Others suspected that Robyn's protective parenting style may have contributed to her children not blending as seamlessly into the larger family. But according to Aurora and Brianna, the problem wasn't just shyness or parenting differences. They say the problem was that they were not wanted by certain people in the family. Being told directly that you don't belong is an entirely different level of rejection, and it's something that appears to have stuck with them into adulthood. The timing of these revelations is also significant. Season 20 of Sister Wives has been heavily focused on the fractures in the Brown family. With Christine leaving, Janelle pulling away, and Mary eventually separating, viewers are witnessing the collapse of the plural marriage. At the same time, Robyn has been portrayed as the last wife standing, the only one still legally and spiritually bound to Kody. Her children have naturally become more central in the storyline. With Aurora and Brianna speaking out about their struggles, it adds another emotional layer to the family drama already unfolding. It's also important to note that Kody himself has often been criticized for prioritizing Robyn and her children over his other wives and their kids. Many viewers believe that Kody favored Robyn from the start, giving her children more attention, more time, and more emotional investment than the rest. Some of his older children, particularly those from Christine and Janelle, have openly expressed frustration with this imbalance. For example, Christine's kids have repeatedly suggested that Kody became absent in their lives after Robyn came into the picture. Janelle's sons, especially Garrison and Gabriel, have voiced similar complaints. From that perspective, it's surprising to hear Robyn's daughters describe themselves as rejected. Fans might wonder, if Kody gave them more of his time and energy, how did they still feel excluded? The answer may lie in the difference between paternal love and sibling acceptance. While Kody may have tried to make them feel like his children, the acceptance of their siblings was never guaranteed. If some of the older kids felt like Robyn had disrupted their family or had replaced their mother's place in Cody's heart, they may have taken those frustrations out on Robyn's kids. This paints a heartbreaking picture. On one side, Robyn's children were told they didn't belong. On the other side, Cody's biological children felt abandoned by their father because he was so focused on Robyn and her kids. Both sides ended up hurt, leading to the fractured and divided family we see today. The long-term effects of this rejection are now becoming clear. Aurora has dealt with anxiety and emotional stress, which she has discussed on the show before. Brianna has often been portrayed as shy and quiet, but her recent comments show that she, too, was deeply impacted by feeling like an outsider. Fans are now left wondering whether these daughters will ever feel fully accepted by the broader Brown family, or if the wounds are too deep to heal. On social media, fans have been debating the issue. Some sympathize deeply with Aurora and Brianna, pointing out that no child should ever be told they aren't part of a family. Others argue that Robyn herself created an environment that fueled division. Critics claim that Robyn isolated her children, kept them close, and didn't encourage as much mixing with the other siblings, which may have inadvertently reinforced the sense of separation. Still, hearing it directly from the daughters makes it harder to dismiss. These aren't just opinions from fans, these are lived experiences from the children themselves. When someone says, "I was told I wasn't accepted," it goes beyond speculation. It's a serious accusation that forces viewers to reconsider the image of the Browns as one big happy family. The irony is that Sister Wives originally set out to challenge stereotypes about polygamy. The Browns wanted to show that a plural family could work, that it could be loving, united, and supportive. For many years, fans believed that was at least partly true. But now, with so many children speaking out, some accusing Cody of neglect, others accusing siblings of cruelty, it's hard to deny that the family has been far from the ideal they tried to portray. Robyn has often said that her greatest priority is her children's well-being. She has been fiercely protective, sometimes to the frustration of other wives and fans. Now, her daughter's statements seem to validate her protective instincts. If they really were told to their faces that they weren't welcome, then Robyn's protective walls make more sense. She may have been trying to shield her children from the rejection she feared they were experiencing. But unfortunately, those walls may have also kept them from forming stronger bonds with their siblings. It's a complicated cycle, one that likely doesn't have a simple answer. What's clear is that the merging of Robyn's children into the Brown household was not as smooth as TLC suggested. And the scars from that difficult transition are still visible today. Looking forward, the big question is whether these fractured relationships can ever be healed. With Cody now essentially living monogamously with Robyn, the family is more divided than ever. Christine has remarried and moved on with her new life. Janelle is focusing on her independence. Mary has distanced herself, choosing to rebuild on her own terms. That leaves Robyn and her children somewhat isolated in the Brown story. If Aurora and Brianna continue to share their side of things, fans may get an even deeper look at just how hard it was for them to feel like part of the family. Their voices are now adding to the chorus of Brown children who have spoken about their pain. Gwendolyn Brown has criticized Mary and Cody. Paydon has spoken out against his father. Michael T. has made sharp remarks about family divisions. Gabe and Garrison openly called out their dad's lack of presence. Now, Robyn's kids are joining the list of children who felt unseen or unloved in some way. It's a sad truth. Nearly every corner of the Brown family has expressed hurt, rejection, or anger. The dream of a united plural marriage, one big happy household, has unraveled into a web of pain and division. Aurora and Brianna's revelations remind viewers that the children are the ones who often carry the deepest scars when adult relationships fall apart. While fans can debate Robyn and Cody's choices endlessly, the children's voices provide the most sobering reminder of what went wrong. At the end of the day, these are real people, not just reality TV characters. Their feelings of rejection and exclusion are valid and painful. Whether or not reconciliation ever happens, their words will linger as part of the complicated legacy of Sister Wives. In the emotionally intense Season 20 trailer of Sister Wives, Cody Brown drops a startling revelation, and the family may never be the same. The trailer opens with Cody admitting, "I got another one of those emails from some woman, asking to get to know us for the purpose of joining the family." Despite previously stating he would never return to plural marriage, his tone in the trailer suggests otherwise, raising doubts about how firmly he stands by that decision. Robyn Brown's reaction is telling. She looks visibly disturbed, signaling that the idea of a new wife isn't just unwelcome, it's emotionally destabilizing. Throughout season 19, she had expressed deep sorrow over the end of the polygamous lifestyle she once envisioned. Now, with this trailer moment, it seems she's confronting the painful reality that her life plan is unraveling. The trailer doesn't stop there. It features flashpoints of high drama involving the sale of Coyote Pass, a property the family once planned to develop together, but which has now become a symbol of their fractured relationships. Robyn fumes, "This is bulls. I'm not selling this land until everything is perfectly fair and we do this the right way." The property, sold in April 2025 for $1.5 million, had originally been purchased for $820,000 in 2018. The plan was to build 5 separate homes, one for each wife and one for Cody. But internal conflicts, separation of marriages, and disagreements derailed that dream. Christine already sold her share for a nominal $10 in 2022, while Janelle threatened legal action to ensure fair division. Meanwhile, Cody and Robyn have since purchased a new $2.1 million home in Flagstaff. The trailer then takes on a deeply emotional tone. Cody meets with each of his former wives, Mary, Janelle, and Christine, in what appears to be attempts at reconciliation. He offers heartfelt apologies, saying, "Listen, I have this wife. Her name is Robyn, and she would never let me do anything naughty, as bad as I want to do it." The look on their faces speaks volumes. Torched bridges take time to rebuild. One ex, in particular, Christine, is especially resistant. In a chilling moment, she says, "I don't want to talk to Cody ever again." Janelle echoes it with equally harsh clarity. Mary, channeling her inner Taylor Swift, flat out declares, "We are never, ever, ever getting back together." These lines are more than sound bites, they're emotional verdicts on years of turmoil. Beyond the surface-level drama, the trailer captures a central conflict. Cody wavers between the past and present. He's torn between nostalgia for family unity and the sobering reality that his relationships have been irreparably damaged. His longing for healing is clear, and yet, the women's responses make it vividly clear, trust isn't easily restored. Meanwhile, Robyn remains anchored in her belief in plural marriage, even as her husband's convictions fracture. She asserts, "I always choose Cody, however it is, it's with Cody." But the family she hoped for, with multiple spouses and shared love, is slipping farther from view. Underneath the personal drama lies a broader theme, the dissolution of a polygamous experiment under the weight of betrayal, unmet expectations, and emotional fallout. The land at Coyote Pass stands as a metaphor, once a shared dream, now a sold relic of what was meant to be. With season 20 set to premiere September 28, fans are bracing for what promises to be Sister Wives' most emotionally raw chapter yet. The stage is set, apologies without forgiveness, nostalgia without healing, and a dream shattering under truth. Christine Brown's latest revelation is more than just news, it's a seismic shift in the Sister Wives narrative. On the iHeart podcast, she dropped a bombshell. She hasn't spoken to Mary or Robyn in years, and she's made it clear that she intends to keep it that way. Christine's announcement isn't born from bitterness, it's a statement of finality, underscoring that the once shared life among plural wives has fractured completely. What does this separation look like in practical terms? At her wedding to David Woolley, Christine notably extended invitations only to Janelle, the one remaining former wife she'd maintained a cordial relationship with. Mary and Robyn were conspicuously absent, a quiet echo of the emotional chasms between them. This wasn't about drama, it was about Christine drawing firm boundaries around her current life, deciding who belongs in it and who doesn't. What makes this telling is the emotional distance the Sister Wives family has come to embody. For years, viewers watched a family that seemed splintered, but still connected through emotional threads. That illusion is gone now. Christine's stance isn't just about distance, it's a deliberate, perhaps healthy, decision to protect her mental and emotional well-being. Why does this matter? Because Sister Wives was built on the promise of plural marriage as a workable, supportive structure. Over 20 seasons, fans hoped the polygamous lifestyle portrayed was functioning, built on mutual support, shared love, and spiritual balance. Christine's words challenge that narrative. Without Mary and Robyn, the family structure she once belonged to is now nearly erased. It begs the question, was the communal family ever truly real, or always just for show? Let's consider the broader context. Janelle, too, has made major